Welcome to some behind the scenes, right? I'm going to retire this little space here, but not for any negative or terrible reasons. It's a nice little backdrop. I did like it, but competing with the noise in the background, like what you hear, the little truck noises and them way there, I found something, and I can, I can be transparent with you. Yeah, those are fingers, by the way. Sorry. This is the problem with 9x16 a lot of the time, right? I'm a creature of habit. I gesticulate, right? My hands are always busy. Anyway, I'll just show you. I'll show you better than I can tell you. No, I like this little spot right here, right? It's a perfect, and it's behind the scenes. Cause yeah, from here I see the top of my head, then right? The disguise is gone, right? No Bossman teaching, no Bossman digital media, just regular me, right? No Bossman Champloo or cinema, right? Just anyway, here is where I will now do a lot of the, I kind of, restructure the room in such a way that I can just be here. I've done a lot of lives from here as Bossman teaching, Bossman digital media as well, Bossman cinema, maybe not Champloo as yet, but maybe I did. I think so. But in any case, and here can also be a spot where I do out of many 1Bossman. So I'll go back outside, but I just wanted you to kind of see. Yeah, so sometimes as Bossman teaching likes to say, since we all know pi, let's make this arc, which basically means the symbol for pi, which spells as pi, but then it rhymes with PIE. So PIE, perspective is everything, right? So you can see the noise, yeah, it's not this is not a constructive or productive work environment. So what I showed you before, yeah, everything Bossman teaching, Bossman digital media, cinema, Champloo. If I'm doing a live stream, I'm doing it from there, right? Out of many 1Bossman as well, right? I did my first live stream on there. Yeah, so yeah, very well done. No, what am I going to do with out here though? What can I do out here? There is something I could do out here. Yeah, man. It's the return. Maybe not the return, but at least since the noise happens out a door, might as well. So yes, so I guess I can use this to break into what you know. Come on, we're having a good time. You did not have to ruin it. Yeah, no, I think what I can do is sometimes I'll probably take the fan out here just so that I can get rid of the fly and mosquito them, right? But yeah, the little spot where the laundry day occurs, why not return to form, right? And again, there's an irony to one junker man. You ever have an idea and say, yeah man, more I want to do this. You see? Alright, anyway. I wanted one junker man to be a self-fulfilling prophecy, The idea of a junker is that it's very upsetting and very uncomfortable and something that creates unease. So, I thought it was going to be a place for, you see what the nice are, right? Unadulterated amounts of slackness, right? That's what I wanted it to be about. And then it turned out that it just turned into this thing where I just sit down and reason with you and have conversations with you about how to navigate your frustration with yourself in this life. Because, there are things that you might want to do and you're not doing them. You're not performing at your best. And sometimes your environment matters. If not all the time, your environment matters. But sometimes, as them say, dirty water never stop plants from growing. So even though you're surrounded by negativity, it's, and you know what it is? It's a test of your ability to remain positive in the worst environment. That's the only test we have in our life. It's the only test, you know. So, you know, look behind the scenes, and yeah. So there we go. There we go. So here what I'm gonna do. At the 6 minute mark, I will come back to being out of the 1JM costume. You understand? So yeah, we're gonna do that. But yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I've done this, so them right about this and them right about this are, well, we just have a meds, or we jam, we jam. When we just have a meds, when we jam, right? And there might be a segment called Make Time for Her, which I'm going to be doing with a bridging of mine. So we soon get to that. But anyhow, I can do it from outside from now on. Yeah, so you know, a little bit behind the scenes, right? Yes, so yeah, just in case, you know. Yeah. Right. So this is a little 1JM uniform, you know. Right. We compartmentalize, you know. At least that's what I attempt to do. Yeah. So yeah, man. It's the right thing to do. Let this be the little play area, and let over there be the work area, you know. Yeah, man. Work and play, play and work, you know. Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot to talk about. A lot. You know, how difficult it is to die. In other words, how difficult it is to do it every day. Because a lot of people, they want things to be successful, but they only want to do it sometime. And me, I learned it the hard way. I am doing a lot of my things sometimes, so now me have to do everything every time now. You see why sometimes I have to be inside? So if I look like this, I can be in there sometime and out here sometime. This is just a behind the scenes look anyway. You know, this is not the official Bossman Digital Media or Bossman Teaching. Right? No, this is more, you know, behind the scenes, because, you know, yeah, no, my helmet not there, you know. The wearer of many hats. Compartmentalize. Yeah, man. When you're serious, you're serious. When you're playing, you play. Work area. Look at a play area right here. Yeah. You see? It just puts you in that little area of confinement, where even though there's freedom, you still have to say, hey, wait, remember now, this is about this. Let's not stray from the topic completely, you know. Because something that I've noticed, when I go live on TikTok, a lot of people just invite themselves. And I'm like, I don't know you like that. I don't know you like that. If you want to be a part of it, then you linked me from before. But you are not going to join my live and tell me what you want me to talk about. You know, that's kind of crazy. I'm not here for that. Not here for that. I'm not going to do that. So for me, I am here to talk about how difficult it has been. It's difficult, but you know, you can't let it stop you, you know. Our only job in this life is to be unstoppable. That's it. Our only purpose in life is to be unstoppable, because there are so many things that were set up for us to fail, set up for us to just give up. And if you never did, then that's the point of life. You never give up. You never give up. Yeah? You never give up. Because a lot of the things that happen in life is this. You see how differently you're treated by people when things are not going their way. Not even your way, it now go them way. And you see how people treat you when that happens. And the only karma that you can give to people is just deciding, cool, when I decide say I'm not going to deal with you no more, yeah. I've lived long enough to do that to somebody to the extent where, yeah, it's unfortunate say them all deadlift. I may never get to talk to them again. And it wasn't because, well, me hate you and me malice you and whatever. It's more like when I bring something to you and you make light of my personal pain, then I will think twice about ever contacting you again, and that's and then life will happen. Nothing is promised, so you just have to I guess NIP, nothing is promised. Tomorrow is not promised, as them always say. Alright? You have only two options. Change your environment or change your attitude. Those are your two options. That's it. You don't have anything else that you can do. You have no other response. You either change this or you change where you are. Because it will make a difference. You might sometimes some people say, you ever notice that you're in a relationship and nothing seemed to work out for you? You try to get this job, you couldn't get it. You tried that, you couldn't get it. You tried this, you couldn't get it. And as soon as you and them break up, everything start work out. And the joke is, your crosses. Okay, I never know your crosses. No, is that necessarily true? It could be as well as it couldn't be, but you never know. You never know. But yeah, life will take you up and down some road there. And you will find yourself having conversations with people and then do this. They're giving you their expert opinion on how you should go about your business, on how you should operate. And that is why when you reach certain places in life, you say, oh, I'm going to do this. But you say, when I reach my limit now, I'm going to decide, say, I'm going to put a stop to this. Nobody can negotiate that with me afterwards. Once I decide, say, yo, I'm going to stop do this. Yeah, man, I'm going to stop. Because you cannot disrespect me, then continue to ask me for my help. I don't do mixed messages. It's either you respect me or you don't. If you don't respect me, don't ask me for help. So we have to be careful. We have to be. Nice thing about life is this. Perspective, Because I guess in the next couple of minutes, we will switch over to a different view. A different view. From the Y to the X. From or going to the landscape. From the portrait